What up, world? It's man Dream with Dream Motivates. Welcome to another episode of the Entrepreneur Blueprint, where we interview entrepreneurs that actually went to the poker table and bet on them. Check it out. What up, world? Welcome to the industrial part of the revolution that you're going to see today. This is an amazing couple. This is a God-fearing couple that literally got together in union 29 years ago and now is running a Fortune 500 company, which is amazing, and I can't wait to learn. So most definitely welcome right now. Dow Caide is in the building, going down. What's going on, guys?
Good.
Hello, Dream. How are you doing?
Listen, I'm better now. I know y'all busy. It's hard getting you guys to sit down, your socialites, and letting people know and spreading the good word. You know what I mean? I had a good time to see y'all yesterday.
I know we had a
Yeah,
great.
we had
It was
a
a,
good time.
it was
Yeah.
a great outing yesterday. Good to see so many people out supporting our black businesses, and you know, that's always a wonderful thing to see. We need to have more of that for sure.
Yeah, and I want to say congratulations on coming up on 30 years of marriage. Congratulations to you guys.
We're extremely
Hopefully, if
proud
you
of
are
that,
doing
too.
something here, I get invited to the celebration if y'all doing something.
Oh yeah, absolutely, no doubt.
Yeah,
We'll be there.
you'll be invited.
For
Yeah,
sure.
but listen, before I get into just getting some education on you guys, as far as the business, you know, we want to introduce you as you. You know, how did y'all meet? Y'all remember that day?
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. You want to tell the story, or you want me to tell the story?
Go ahead and tell it.
Are you like my version better?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's really funny though, because it's kind of unusual, really.
Okay.
I was out with my cousin. It was Christmas. And I never really went out or anything, so she convinced me to go out that night.
Okay.
We were bored after, got through doing Christmas and everything.
Oh, yeah.
So we went out, and Mike was there. We went to a club. I forgot the name of the
In
club.
Dallas?
It was in
Lexington.
Dallas.
In Dallas, called it
What was it called?
Lexington.
The Lexington?
Yeah.
Oh. Met him there. And I was just there, just mingling with my cousin, and we were just having a good time or whatever. And then I saw him, and he had on these cowboy boots and these jeans. And then I looked, and I said, okay. I see him rocking up. First I said, I see him rocking those boots, and I see him rocking those jeans. And then I went up to him because I'm not shy.
Oh, so you stepped to Mike.
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
And I told him, I said, I see you rocking those boots and those jeans, but can you dance? But can you dance? And he said, I could dance. And I said, well, let's see if you know how to dance.
What? So you came to pull up
And then
on him?
he came, he went out there and he started dancing. I said, I see you with your moves.
Yeah, the 1 step, 1 2 step, the 1 2 step.
I said, I see you with your moves. I said, you have a few moves. You've been practicing.
Shout out to the 1 2 step. I think I could do that.
And then that was it.
That was it.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was all she wrote.
Man, now that's amazing. Would you have stepped up to her?
Oh, yeah.
You would have?
Yeah, I was looking at her, too. And what's so funny about it, Dream, after we had, then I tell you, we had a daughter. And our daughter was supposed to have came on New Year's. And our daughter came on Christmas Day.
Wow. Christmas Day,
Christmas
the day
Day.
that y'all met.
I was
We
like,
met.
dog
Yeah.
it. And I was trying to get the year supply of Pampers from Walmart.
I remember they was doing
I
that.
was trying to do it. I was like, oh, Mike, we're going to get the year supply of Pampers and everything.
And-
We're not
and
going to have to do nothing.
And I don't think y'all really realize this. Maybe y'all do. Y'all probably do. But, one would ask, on the entrepreneur blueprint, why is that such an important thing to me as far as y'all marriage? And as I'm growing spiritually, I'm understanding that in building anything, your foundation has to be super, super solid. The more solid it is, the bigger the infrastructure that you can build. And I think for a lot of us, I think it's just healthy. I mean, shout out to everybody that's single. Shout out to y'all doing your thing. But
Absolutely.
I think a man definitely has to have that. In the Bible, it just teaches that it's to help me. And to have a husband and wife power couple. I think that has to be the heartbeat of why you guys are so doggone successful. You know what I mean? And so I just want to commend that because, before we go into how Dow Caide started, I just want people to know who y'all dealing with. Like when y'all get out here and they pay great referrals for people that just send business their way, but and this is all through the United States, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And for anybody looking at this podcast right now, I want them to know that what they're dealing with. Number one, they're dealing with the faith-based business.
Yes.
Number two, they're dealing with a union that's been here for 3 decades.
Yes.
And that's something that you can trust. And so I just want to commend you guys first and foremost for that. And just kind of roll into, how Dow Caide started. So let's go from there. So Dow Caide, how did it start? What's the story behind it? Was it an accident? Like, we just fell into your lap? Like, how did it start?
Well, it started with me working at I used to work for Staples.
Okay.
Then ended up leaving Staples and got into the business. My father-in-law knew a guy that was his name was Joe Kervin. And Joe Kervin he wasn't in the business anymore. And my father-in-law introduced me to him. And so we went, man, we talked about different things. And I let him know that, I wanted to kind of learn the business. So he said, well, if you want to learn the business, I will let you use my credit.
Wow.
He said, I'll let you use my credit as long as you pay the bills every month. And so I ended up starting out, and I was going to different places. I started out going to daycares, going to restaurants in the black areas. But he always told me to go out to, meet as white companies want to do business with you too. There's a lot of white companies out there would love to do business with a minority company. Which me, getting started in the business kind of, shy at the time, going into these Caucasian companies, and, they're giving you the looks and stuff while you're here and stuff like that. But then things got thrown. I got a little bit more confident and started going, talking to a couple of people. And I had went into a company called NFI. I ran into a Hispanic guy named Miguel.
Miguel Burrell.
Miguel Burrell. Miguel Burrell. He said, I was talking to him, I said, man, can you get me to who I need to talk to? He's one of the supervisors here. Yeah, man, let me talk to the manager. Let me talk to the GM. Let me talk to the GM. And so what happened, he got me in with the GM. And so we started doing a little business with NFI. Remember, at that time, we was, I was pretty much kind of struggling, still trying to build a company.
What year was this?
It was in
if you can remember what year.
2008.
2008.
Oh, during the bubble.
Yes.
During the bubble bust recession.
Yeah.
So this is going on during a very dark time in the United States. Okay.
Yes. And so we was kind of struggling at the time. And so he got me hooked up. And so what happened, we started doing a little business with a little company called F5 for some kind of reason, They kind of stopped doing business with us. And so Miguel went to another company called Penske.
I heard of Penske. That's the trucking company.
So Penske is a logistic company
Yes.
for Starbucks.
Oh,
And Starbucks and Sprout. And so he got us hooked up with a guy named Melvin and Scott. And Melvin and Scott, they the GM and the big bosses at Penske. And they took a chance on a small minority company. They end up, giving us the bid, and I really give it up to them two guys. They
the one that started the
they
fire.
say started the fire. They helped me. They put us in a position where I was able to get my wife to start working with me.
Now, what year was this when Briggette came home from working?
Oh, that was about 10. It was about 10 years ago.
Yes, probably.
So 18.
Yes, probably around 2018.
So let's think about that because we're, you know what I'm saying? That's okay. So 2008, you get introduced to this company. And so you're grinding. Brigette's still at work as an educator, a teacher. For how long were you teaching?
I taught with Dallas ISD for over 20 years. And then I left there and went to higher ed.
Okay.
And then,
still in education.
And then I always had we've always had an educational consulting firm that trained teachers to pass their teacher certification exam. We've always had that.
During this 10 years before Briggette came home, were you helping with the business? Obviously, you were.
Oh, yeah, but I was on the back end of it.
Okay, you did like the
I was
logistics.
doing the administrative,
the logistics,
yes,
the emailing.
he was always the face of Dow Caide.
So
he was the one in front of the
sales,
customers and things like that.
Gotcha.
They didn't know me. They just may talk to me occasionally, but I was the one taking care of the books and things like
sending
that.
out invoices.
Yeah,
so they was like, okay, you got your stuff together. Everything in the back look good. You look good. Everything's good. And so 2018, walk us through you coming home, which I know that's a big deal because you're educational in 30 years.
Yeah.
So walk us through that.
Well, I mean, we ended up getting a call from one of the general managers in Colorado, one of the GMs in Colorado, and they needed an emergency shipment of, was it hand wrap?
Yes, hand wrap.
They needed an emergency shipment of hand wrap. There would have been
This
Colorado.
is 2018.
Colorado,
2018.
Alabama.
Okay.
Colorado and Alabama.
Okay.
These were going to be ongoing shipments to both of those locations. All we had to do was get with the GMs and see how often they were going to be ordering.
Okay.
So that we can make sure that they had the products when they needed them and they wouldn't run out.
And this is all going on over the phone.
We're over the phone. We didn't have to go to them.
Okay.
Okay. So at that point, we were like, okay, this is, this is getting big now.
For context purposes, if y'all don't mind, how big is the conversation? Because for you to leave, the conversation it had to have been crazy. Like,
well, here's the thing. The GMs from Penske for the Starbucks and the Sprouts locations contacted Mike and told everyone that was affiliated with Penske and Ryder that they had to do business with Dow Caide.
whoa.
They have come through for us. They have not ever let us down. We don't want you all dealing with anyone but Dow Caide. That's how it went.
Hold on. So did the Colorado people hear from the Starbucks people and Penske people?
Yes.
So that's how they found out about you?
Yes.
Okay. This is good. So if y'all don't mind, I mean, people need to understand, right? How big was this conversation?
I mean, I don't know if it was a big conversation or if
I
it
mean,
was just
for you to leave.
well, I mean, I almost had to. I mean, and it was a leap of faith. Don't get me wrong, because I was nervous. I was scared, to leave because I had been programmed for so long
Right.
to be in education. I had I was remote basically, just doing what I was doing for so long.
And I want to pause there because this is so good because here at the Entrepreneur Blueprint, there's a lot of people that are at a job for long, and now because of 47, people getting laid off right now, right? And so they're trying to figure it out. But is it safe to say, from someone who was in corporate America for 30 years, and Big Bro told me about the conversation that you used to have on the back end. It's like, man, Dre, man, it was just so hard, man. She wouldn't leave. It was just tough. Are you making? Did it replace your income? Are you making way more than income? Did it all pan out? You know what I'm saying? Obviously.
Initially when you're growing any business, you have to make sacrifices at first.
Yeah.
And that's just where it is. And we sat down and we had the conversation, about what it was that we wanted to do, how we wanted to do it, how did we want to see Dow Caide continue to grow, and what were the goals for Dow Caide. So we wanted to stand true to those things, which meant that, we would have to sit back and make some sacrifices. And when I stepped away from teaching and being in education, initially, no, I wasn't making what I was making when I stopped teaching.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
But there was enough coming in for us to be able to sustain. I never was a flashy person anyway. So I didn't go out and I wasn't lavish with buying and all of this kind of stuff. I always took care of home.
Yeah.
So that was the most important thing. Is now it's the mindset of, okay, now instead of me taking care of business within education, now I'm taking care of business with our business.
So speaking of mindset, can you go into your mindset now versus your mindset being in corporate America? How has it changed?
Well, I'm no longer working for someone and trying to help someone else reach their goals. We have our own goals now that we're aiming for, and that's what we're working towards. We're in a position now where we can continue to grow, and then we can also help other people grow.
Yeah.
Versus someone telling me what they need me to do to help them grow.
Got you. And Mike, you've always been an entrepreneur, correct?
Yes.
Prior to Dow Caide, what were you doing?
Well, I had a trucking business.
Okay.
That didn't go too well, and I had a pressure washer business.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, I probably did over maybe. I had one of the biggest car lot that I had. Probably had about 300 or 400 cars on it. And so it was in the Waxahachie. So we used to pressure wash their clean their cars. And so that's pretty much it.
So pressure washing, trucking.
Yeah. And I did, and well, I remember putting some money when I was young. I had made a little money. I had made probably like about $1,000, and I put $1,000 in a CD, and I borrowed against the CD and started a landscaping business. And that was that had to be back in probably late 90s.
Okay.
Or late 90s. I think right before I met Briggette. And And I had started, it was Cedar Hill first started growing. Cedar Hill, man, I was really darn good. I was getting out there talking to people. I had some bad things because I didn't know how to edge, but I could push some more.
Yeah, yeah.
And I had this guy who was my edge guy.
Okay.
And man, what's so bad about it? He ended up getting in trouble.
Oh wow.
He ended up getting in trouble, going to jail. So I had to go out of business because I wasn't an edge. I
Oh,
just was a
man.
lawyer. So that's how that business went out. So
I think I think it's dope if you take the context of y'all story and look into this. All started from a brother that had enough confidence to go in and introduce himself to someone, and then that person told another person, and that person. And that's why I say it's such a powerful thing to network with people, because that's why I do so many networking events, because like people just don't know you're one conversation away. Like people are looking for people that are looking for you.
Yeah.
So if they don't know you exist, that's why these podcasts are such an amazing thing, because in a service-based business, they get to meet you guys through this lens.
Yeah.
So, they got people that need minority businesses. They can find one. The Dow Caide is there for them for the industrial. So you guys service industrial. Kind of give us a landscape of the business in total. Like what exactly do you service? Like what kind of supplies do you have for industrial?
We do all type of safety supplies. We do material supplies for like the different warehouses. We sell a lot of stretch wrap. We do tape. We do bubble wrap. We do cell boxes. Everything that the company need to run every day, to ship out to their customers every day.
So your ideal customer or clients would be, let's just name some.
Pretty much anybody. We can sell to warehouses. We can sell to restaurants. We can sell to health facilities. Any facility. It's not a facility that we can't sell to.
Got you.
So we can sell to anybody. So from industrial to cleaning supplies.
Got you.
Yes.
So if anybody looking at this podcast right now, if they know anybody that's in that, you do offer referrals.
Yes.
For people saying it if the contract goes through.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
What are you looking for right now? Right now for growth and expansion, are you looking to employ people? Are you looking for good partnerships with other people, other businesses? What is the perfect, synopsis for going into the next year for you?
Well, I mean, employing people would always be great. We always, want to help others to grow as well. Partnering with other businesses, that would be good too.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we want to help other businesses to grow too. We've had a good support system as Dow Caide has grown over the years. My stepdad, John Caide, which is where the CAIDE came from in Caide. DOW is for Downs and the Caide is for Kincaid.
Got you.
So that's how those two names merged. But we had him, Rabbit Thomas, John Ingram. We've had so many trailblazers. Al Heron, so many trailblazers that served as advisors. So it's people that are Joe Curvin that were, these were pillars and are still pillars of our community. They gave us excellent advice.
Got you.
And
you guys are part of the NAAA.
We are members of the NAACP.
NAACP.
Yeah. Last year we won their entrepreneurship award.
Wow! Congratulations
So
on
we
that.
were very excited about that,
Yes.
and we're looking to even become more involved with that, and see how we can again assist the NAACP and other women minority organizations or women organizations, minority organizations, in trying to help those other companies to, like you're saying, to bridge the gap between what's going on with the women businesses, minority businesses, and just to be able to come together and network and see how they can help each other grow.
Yeah.
We're with you. We're on the same page with you, Dream.
Yeah.
You know, we want to do the same exact thing because we have been blessed. We're not going to deny that.
Yeah.
We have.
Praise
And, you know,
God.
but we
Praise
want to
God for
see
that.
ourselves elevate to the next level because we've always taken it from a grassroots effort. You know, we've gone door to door, facility to facility, Mike especially, you know, where he's hands on with the customer. You know, he goes in face to face. You know, so now we want to go and take it to, let's explore the social media side of it. This is an aspect that we have not gone into. So let's see if we go and explore this side of it.
Yeah.
Let's see where this, you know, this can take us as far as growth for our business.
Yeah, where, man adds, but God multiplies. And the same energy that you have, Mike, going door to door is the same energy you have to have by getting behind these cameras. It's a new day. And this could take you out of your zip code. This could take you to Houston through the lens. This can take you to California through the lens, Nevada through the lens. So you guys are a global company, and so you're taking care of a lot of people. So the more you're behind this, it's just a weird deal, now you're literally being in front of the camera, talking to people, and then somebody sees it, and next thing you know, you're like, man, I seen this in LA where we're looking for a minority business. We want to support you guys. We heard good things, and then you got the credentials. Now it's a lot easier. You're like, call this person, call Penske. That's a big deal. You know what I mean? So, so just shout out to everybody that's looking at this segment right now. These entrepreneurs have another business that they're launching, and it's a dope business. And I want you guys to stay tuned. We're going to show it to you in about 5 seconds. Check this video out. Welcome back to the Entrepreneur Blueprint. It's your man Dream Motivates. And listen, we are rocking with Dow Caide, and they have another business that they're rolling out. And this is what I love entrepreneurs, right? The reason why I love entrepreneurs so much, as I am deep diving into the Bible and the spiritual world, you have to have faith. You have to walk on water. You have to know that God hears your prayers. And I believe, just like in Genesis 1:1, when it said God called us to be He's creating. And we're in his like images, and now we are allowed to create. There's no other species in the world that creates the way we do. We are creators. And I just love the fact that I love creating. And this amazing couple gave me the amazing opportunity to create some of their brands, and we're rocking another brand right now, Best Mattress Prices, which is amazing. Before we go into the Best Mattress Prices, because I can't wait to hear this story, how this even happened. But off camera, Mike was telling me the struggle of just going through Dow Caide, just to let everybody know, this is not, Briggette, I thought entrepreneurship was for everybody. I literally did. I thought everybody could do it. But I found out, even in the Bible, everybody's not. There has to be a king. There has to be a queen. There has to be people that serve. There has to be people that are in position. And so as hard as that is for me to accept, because I want everybody to win, some people just going to have to get a job. You know what I mean? There's not, in the leadership. But you would tell me about on your journey, couple of things I want you to share with that story with Dow Caide of you growing the business with your daughter.
Yes. When I was growing the company, I was I had to take some time. I had to pick my daughter up from daycare when my mother-in-law and father-in-law had things to do. I had to pick up my daughter from daycare. I had to pick up around about 11:30, every so often. And as I was building the company, I had one of my brother working with me, one of my older brother working with me. When I was building this company, that's why you don't let nothing stop you from doing what you trying to do when you're trying to build something. I would I would be changing my daughter Peppers, be cleaning her up while my brother was making a delivery for me. And once I changed my daughter, I would go back to meeting customers and talking to customers
Wow.
and introducing myself. Trying to generate the business. So there's a lot of that was why
Right.
you never quit, never
Right. Just keep
quit.
going.
Quit or never win.
Man,
Exactly.
I remember Jada, my baby, being with me. And that's why, right, even today, I'll be like, you gonna ride? She like, nah. Because she know I'm about to go boom, boom, boom. But my baby just being with me so much, man. Just daddy grinding right now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So you got to roll out with me.
yeah,
And I love it. I mean, every entrepreneur or people that are thinking about being an entrepreneur, they just got to understand that this is not for the weak-hearted.
Yeah,
You got to go through. That's why I love Rocky. You watch Rocky?
yes,
yeah.
Hey,
Perseverance is
if y'all
everything.
want to know entrepreneurship, go look up Rocky. Look at all of them.
Yeah.
And see how he
Oh yeah.
how he kept going
Yes.
and fought
Yeah.
through that thing and never quit. He just kept going.
yeah.
So now we're here with best mattress prices. How and where did this come from?
Well, this, we have always had relationships with manufacturers.
Okay.
That's just a part of our business.
Right.
And we'd have family members talk to us or friends and say, "Oh, you know what? I need to get a mattress." And then we were like, "Okay, what kind of mattress you looking for?" And it's, "Oh, I need this." So it's, "Okay, we can get you a mattress."
Yeah.
What? Y'all can get us a mattress?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. You need a queen, a king.
Yeah.
And then we go and show them the website. What? Y'all sell mattresses? Why haven't y'all told anyone that y'all sell mattresses? It was like, well, we don't know.
Really. That was just
We were like, we don't know. It wasn't
I
a
remember-
product that we were focused on.
too busy pushing Dow
We were
Caide.
too
Dow
busy
Caide,
pushing
Dow Caide take a lot of it,
everything
yeah.
else.
We got a call from the fire department. We got that call from the fire department. They need like 95 mattresses and 95 box springs.
Oh yeah, and then
Wait.
Yeah.
How did they find out about you?
well,
Yeah.
we're minority certified.
Okay.
We are Hub certified.
Okay.
We have really everything but the 8A.
Wow.
So we're certified
So
on
they
all
looked it
those
up.
levels.
They found the company. And they made a
Yes.
phone
Yeah,
call.
because believe it or not, Dreves, we had to really get out there and work hard for what we got even to build a relationship with the company because the minority certification never helped us out. It never we never benefit from it. So the people that took chances on us gave us an opportunity to do business, but we kept building a relationship. Because once we built that relationship, and the customer end up liking you. If they like you, you take care of them. We knew us being a minority company, we had to get them either same day or no later than next day.
Yeah, we had to go above
Service.
and beyond.
Is that so? Somebody call, and it's for residential and commercial. So somebody call you right now and they say, "Hey, I want a mattress." They gonna have it the next day.
The next day.
They will have it the next day.
Unless
It's a special order.
a special order, we have to get it. It won't take no more than 2 or 3 days coming out of Houston.
Okay.
That's why our mattress manufacturer, and what it manufacturer at is in Houston for mattresses.
Gotcha.
And so sometime it may take a few days if it's not in the warehouse.
So mattress. I when I built my new home, new house. You just wifey wanted, just knew everything. I get it. I think this is dope for people that need to fill up a new crib. You know what I mean? So I remember going to shout out to Nebraska Furniture. I just haven't been mattress shopping in a long time, and I got a rude awakening.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
They are expensive.
They are very, very expensive. They are very
But-
expensive.
But we have pretty good prices.
We have some very good prices as compared to the metro. We went on. We had to do our due diligence, and we took the time because we knew we had good prices. No one could tell us that we didn't. But we went on and took some time to go visit some big mattress companies, and when we went in to see their prices, we were floored. We were like, their lowest, their cheapest brand was almost $3,000, $2,000 to $3,000, and that'd be
Wow.
like their base. You're not gonna get the best sleep, but here you go.
Gotcha.
And if you really want a great sleep, you could pay almost between 6 and 7, 8, 6 to 12.
You know what's funny?
1,000.
I remember when I got my certification, right, for being a speaker with Dr. Eric Thomas, ET the Hip-Hop Preacher. And I started surrounding myself with other millionaires, right? And I remember I just kept asking questions like, yo, what would you do if you were me starting off? He said, first of all, invest. The first thing you need to do is invest in your health.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He
absolutely.
said, first before you anything. And a part of investing in your health is, and I never forget, this guy named his name was John Rowley. Super dope dude. I just met him. He was just out there in the foyer. He said, bro, invest in a good mattress. Like, what?
I'm telling you.
Where you come from? What are you talking about? He said, listen, man, you got to get rest. He said, he said, have you ever, I never forget this. This is so funny. I'm here talking about it. I never talked about this before. He said, have you ever had a whole day? Have you ever had a day where the day before you didn't charge your phone?
Yeah.
How was the day the next day? How was the day the next day? And I said, it's terrible, man. I had to keep running to the charger. My phone keep on dying. He said, that's why you got to get some good sleep.
Yeah.
He said, like these, and we're at the MGM. Them mattresses. He said, how'd you sleep last night? I said, man, I slept good.
Yeah.
I said, he said, how you feel right now? I said, man, I feel amazing. He said, exactly.
Yeah.
And I went to Nebraska the next day. I think my joint cost like $5,200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a California King, whatever.
Yeah.
And great. I mean, it was that like you couldn't even you could bounce on it, and you couldn't even know the other person was even there. It's just one of them. And so I really had to start investing in my health, and part of the health is you're sleeping and you're resting and stuff like that. A lot of people compromise this stuff, man. I used to sleep on the floor growing up, you know what I mean? Because we didn't have no mattress, we didn't have no bed. So for me to be and to sleep on something like this, and if I would have known about y'all, I would have saved half. What you thinking?
Oh, you would have saved tremendously, no doubt.
See, and that's what that's what we need to educate people for. So you guys got a cool deal going on with anybody that sends you business.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I think we did a network mixer the other night. And you know what? Did you see the people's reaction when I said the mattress?
Yes.
It was different.
It was. So when I said they also have a mat, and they started looking around like it was different. I think they could understand it. Dow Caide, you kind of get an education. A lot of people don't know about the bubble wrap.
No, they don't, because that's a different beast.
That's
it's
another
a whole
beast.
different beast in itself. And if you're not in that environment, if that's not your thing, it can just go like right over your head.
Yeah,
You know?
and I mean, I was sitting there getting educated. I'm sorry. So what? So. You guys are giving away $100 referrals just for people just send it. I think that's super dope.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
You send best mattress prices, a referral, and I think really for realtors, this would be really good. Apartment locators,
Okay.
realtors, people that are just are in in even the hotel industry.
Trailer homes.
Trailer homes, yeah. You know, so people that just send them like so, and this is $100 per mattress.
It's
Yes.
$100 per mattress. Yeah. So if you're looking to make some additional income, this is a perfect way to do it. I mean, here's the thing: we know our prices are good.
Yeah.
We know our prices they just can't be beat. We know this for a fact. But in the same process, we want to be able to bless those that are helping us grow, and this is the best way to do it. You all are helping us, and we are going to in turn help you.
I love it. So you literally can be at home and just get on the phone, find, you could go to Instagram. Now, hold on. Now, is Best Mattresses in the whole United States or only different cities?
Pretty much. It's just probably Dallas and Houston.
Okay, so we're Dallas and Houston only now.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're going to do Dallas and Houston now.
Okay, so Austin.
Yeah, we could do Austin.
Okay, and San Antonio.
I would have to see.
So, because I know
Frank.
Austin is, I mean, I'm thinking about logistics, but I think Austin is an hour
Yeah.
out from San Antonio and Houston. All this is like a 5-hour deal.
Yeah. We've had to see it's depending if the customer want to pay the freight.
Okay.
Yeah,
If they wanna
that would
pay
be
the freight.
thing. It's the
If
freight.
they want to pay the freight,
And they're probably still saving money. From,
Yeah,
Well,
that's
they'll
still
definitely
Yeah.
still save money. And
Yeah.
we've had people willing, oh, God. Someone wanted one all the way from Atlanta, but we just
Georgia.
was like, from Georgia, we was like, no.
Yeah, it just didn't make sense
Well, it
logistically.
was just because of how they have to package it
Yeah.
to even get it there. But now we were like, now, if you happen to come down to Dallas,
Yeah, come on, bring it back
bring
with
a
you.
truck with you.
Yeah.
You can definitely haul it back with you.
Got you. Got you.
for
got
sure.
You.
But-
And this is all sizes, twin.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
all sides,
All
full,
sizes.
All
full,
sizes.
all sides.
And y'all got the
Everything.
good ones, the pellet,
We have
double.
them for, look, if we say, well, if you don't really want to spend that much money,
Yeah.
we got you.
Yeah.
If you want the top of the line and not have to spend that much money, we got you.
Yeah.
We have you either way. And then our mattresses come with a free box spring.
Oh wow.
If you need a box spring, and if you don't, it's fine. You don't have to get it. But our mattresses come with a free box spring.
Also, did y'all tell me that when they deliver, they take away the other one?
Yes, yes. The customer only pays the $100 delivery fee.
Okay.
They'll come, they'll remove their old mattress, set up the new one, and that's pretty much it. They'll call and set up a time for them to come. It's very simple. It's a seamless process.
That's amazing. So you can be a Best Mattress Prices
Ambassador. I like that word, ambassador.
brand ambassador right now.
Brand
so
ambassador.
I guess if you're interested, definitely hit them up. So for Dow Caide and Best Mattresses, what's the best way for them to, number one, find you guys, follow you guys, and contact you guys?
Well, our email addresses, I think, would be the best way to, I can always call.
Let's give them the website.
Okay,
The
so
Dow
the
Caide.
website for Dow Caide is Dow Caide, DOWCAIDE SUPPLY.com. So www.dowcaidesupply.com. And then Best Mattress Prices is just what it is. bestmattressprices.net.
.net, not .com, .net.
Not .com, .net.
Okay.
And then the phone number is 972-677-0020. Mike or I can be reached at that number.
For both companies.
For both companies, yes.
Well, and give them the number one more time just in case they...
972-677-0020. If you have any questions or anything, you can hit either one of us up on an email. We'll be more than happy to answer any questions for you. Also, if you have any specific questions about the manufacturer, we can also link you up with them. They'll be more than happy to answer any questions for you, specific questions about the mattresses or anything. They're open to questions. We're just here to help.
Man, listen. I definitely know.
We have anything to
Dream
hide.
Motivates is definitely going to be a brand ambassador for the mattresses. Shout out to everybody coming
Yes.
through. I think I need, you know what I'm saying, 2 queens from Big Bro. You know, maybe I could get
Oh yeah. Oh,
delivered,
two queens.
Yeah.
queens
Two
delivered
queens.
for
You put it out
for
there.
Junior's room and everybody else. But listen, first of all, I want to say thank you guys for spending your time with us here at the Entrepreneur Blueprint. Thank you for being a man and a woman of God as an amazing example. Thank you for giving us the opportunity as Dream Media Agency. We're right here live in the studio. Also to be a part of your growth journey. And thank y'all for just being some really good big brothers and sisters to me.
Appreciate you
Thank
too.
you. We
Dream.
appreciate
Yeah.
the opportunity that you're giving us to share,
Absolutely.
our story with everyone, letting them know that, what you see, there was a process to all of this.
It's a process.
You know.
Trust the process. Too.
Yeah.
Just trust it.
Trust it, be faithful, be consistent, be persistent,
Yes.
and you can make it happen.
Make it happen.
And another important thing I want to say, while you're out here talking to people and exposing yourself and meeting individuals, it's so important that you get the mindset of continuing that relationship with them, building a relationship with them. And I say this every time I meet a business owner. It's more to it than just, giving them your business card and even setting up that first meeting. You have to form a relationship with them because you want there to be a sense of loyalty involved. You don't want someone else to be able to come up because they offer the same services that you have and be able to say, oh, I can do it better. You want them to be able to say to them, oh, no, I'm good with who I have.
Yeah.
There's a sense of loyalty there, but that comes from you building a relationship with them.
Yes.
You checking on your customers. You letting them know, do you need anything?
And
I'm
let
here.
them-
I'm here if you need me.
Yeah.
And show them that they your number one priority.
You're their
Yeah.
number one priority.
Yeah. They
Do
come
things
first.
unexpectedly.
They
We
want
always
the customer always want to feel that they
exactly
come first.
Yeah.
If you just take care of the customer.
Okay, well, let me, before we get out of here, how has y'all experience been with Dream Media so far?
Yeah.
It's been great.
Yes.
I always am a little leery about everything. I can't help it.
No.
It is what it is,
Yeah. How's your experience?
But it has been fantastic.
Thank you.
I mean, you have allowed me to let my guard down with some things, and I do appreciate that.
I appreciate it.
I do appreciate
it.
that.
More do you know?
Trust is very important.
Yeah.
Very, very important when you're doing business with someone.
I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. I know you guys been around the block to recognize real from what it ain't real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this has been it's been great. The everything that you have come up with has been above and beyond what we could have expected.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Listen, guys, we are right here live at the Entrepreneur Blueprint. Do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe to someone. And if you are an entrepreneur and you're located in the United States, hit me on the DM at Dream Motivates, and I definitely give you some free counsel. Maybe I can help you, guide you through exactly what you are. I am an entrepreneur coach, certified by the #1 motivation speaker, Dr. Eric Thomas, E.T. the hip hop preacher, one time for Big Bro. And for everybody that's out here, out-earn the problem, bet on you, but keep God first. Dow Caide, best mattress prices in the building. Hanging out with your bro, man. Let's go. Like, share, subscribe. We out of here. Let's get it.
Let's get it.